So real quick, I will try to be brief as I can. So what we'll do now is to learn how to create meeting links with Google Meet. So normally when you sign into your email, I'll open a new, I will share my screen shortly. um, I'm still here. So I will share my screen. Then what I will do, I will open a new interface. You can see my screen, right?
Not yet.
Okay, I think it should be coming up soon.
Okay.
So why my screen is coming up for you, I just want to say that there are some limitations to creating Google Meet. When you are using a personal Google that is not business one, you have some limitation when you are creating a meeting. The meeting may be able to last for only 1 hour, and after 1 hour the call will drop. But if you have a subscription on Meet, you can have unlimited number of hours. So the idea is still similar to that of Zoom. Is the meeting is the screen coming up for you now?
Not yet.
Uh, Not yet.
Okay, it's up now.
Okay, good. So I just opened email. Once you just sign into your email, right? So this is my personal email, which I'll just be using to demonstrate this. You see this nine dot 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 dot. Once you click on it, um, you still have the same kind of view on your phone as well. Let me capitalize this. You still have the same kind of view on your phone as well, and you will see 2 seconds. I want to drag this thing down a bit. When you click on this, you will see where they say look at the things we have there, YouTube and blah blah blah. But the one we are interested in is Meet. If you see Meet, you can tell me to stop. Okay, look at it here, Meet. If you click on that Meet, this is how the interface look like. So you can see meeting, you can see call, you can call directly for people that have the same Meet. So for the purpose of what we want to do, we want to set up a meeting. So you click on this new meeting, then you have the options to create a meeting for later, start an instant meeting, then schedule and schedule in Google Calendar. So take for instance, just as you had proposed, you want to set up a meeting for a section for your students, for instance, there's a particular date you have in mind, so you can use this particular one, schedule in calendar. If you click on that, this will bring you to this interface here, and you'll be required to write the title or the name you want the meeting link to be. So what kind of online class is it? Is it a learning, or would you suggest what we could use for the title?
It's a biostatistics lecture.
Okay, so you can just call it bio statistics. Is my statistics correct? And the bio, are they supposed to be are they supposed to be together or separate? So let's go like this. So biostatistics lecture, and the next thing is asking for time. So in this aspect, you want to think of something. Is it a section or a class you want it to reoccur every time, or you just want it to be a one-off something. So there are a lot of flexibility this gives to you. First and foremost, if you want it to be a one-off lecture that you just want to do, you choose a particular date. If you click on this date, you choose the date you want it to be. Maybe I want it to be next week Friday. Then the time you want the meeting to be, the lecture to be, let's say 11:30 to 12:30, 1 hour. Then that is it for this aspect. Then the other approach is, take for instance, this particular lecture would happen every day, or perhaps in some specific days. Let's say every Thursday, for instance, by 10 o'clock. To do that, you click on this place, they say all day. This one is all day. If you click on all day, that means every day. But then if you don't want it to be every day and you click on does not repeat, this one does not repeat, then if you click on this drop down here, you get to choose how you want to set it, and you can customize it. Say maybe it's every Wednesday, from Monday to Friday, every Wednesday, or daily, or weekly on Friday, or monthly on, you can also click on this customize to pick the specific day you want. Take for instance, based on what I have said, you want it to happen every Wednesday. This is repeat every one. That means every 1 week. If you click here, you can see you can do it every 1 month. So based on the one we had set for Data Brosted for that webinar, we have set it to be to repeat every 2 weeks, and to repeat every Saturday. And if you use that link, it will still work because of the way we set it up. So if you want a lecture with them for every week on Wednesday, for instance, you put every week on Wednesday. This is Wednesday, this is Wednesday. Okay, I'll check this Friday. And when do you want it to end? Maybe if you have a particular time frame, maybe in 1 month or in 2 months time, every week on Wednesday you want this to be, then you can specify the time when it will start and after. Or if you don't want it to end, you just want it to continue, you just leave it as never. So you click on done. So we have this weekly on Wednesday. Then this particular thing here, you may change it, or you can change the dates that you want. So this one previously we had selected these days to this date. You can change this. Maybe you want to give the time frame, maybe within the next 3 months, for instance. So within this time frame, this meeting will happen weekly on Wednesday. Does that make sense? So the other thing you need to do is to add location. Maybe you want to say sometimes you can create a meeting link as a reminder for people to know that there will be a meeting, but that doesn't mean that it has to happen online. And sometimes the meeting could be hybrid, where people get to meet face to face and some people join on the call. So with that in mind, you can specify the location. So based on this one that is for biostatistics lecture, we can just say online lecture. Okay, just a bit of description, online lecture. Then we can leave it like this. Then if you want to change the name and the color of this, but this doesn't really matter. Then feasibility is free. This one is telling you about my schedule based on my calendar. You understand? So this one doesn't have much to do. So other thing again you can do is you can add description of what the lecture is about, and if you have materials you want to incorporate in it, you can also do that. So you want to briefly say this lecture, this section will be focused on, let's say, epidemiology. I don't know whether it's part of the thing, or let's say focus on regression we focus on regression. Let's just leave the English like this. So any English you want to speak, you can start speaking the English here. And here you can see this is a Google Drive. If you have something in your Google Drive, you can add an attachment to it. Here you can insert a link. Maybe there is a particular link you want them to use or to watch something. You can make this right up bold, you can make it italize it, you can just do some formatting with it. So here if you click on this, if you want to add a particular, I want to upload something, so maybe a material that may be useful to them. I don't even know what I want to upload. Let me reference. What can I even upload? You can just upload anything you want to upload. For instance, I'm just trying to think. Like, let me take this one here. I'll upload this one. So you have this. So you can see perhaps this kind of thing would be, you have some useful resources you want them to have before the meetings, or you can also upload them here. So after this, the next thing to do is to include them, the students. You want to include them so that they can get an email to say that there is a meeting that we hold, and with that particular email they can now add it to their own calendar. So at the end you won't be the one reminding them that there is a meeting. Or if you choose not to add any person as a guest, you can just leave it the way it is and save it, then you share the link from here. So you can see where they say join with this click. If you click it, you copy the link and the link will be copied. But best practice would be adding them. So that your email is can you spell the distance for me? Let me just
Chooks. In
Chooks.
CHUKX
CHUKS
KXEN
EN
OCH
OCH
at gmail.com.
gmail.com. So now this is me inviting you. I added you already. So by the time I save this, you get a notification saying that meeting has been this, and you can quickly add it to your calendar. You understand? Then I think that's all.
Okay.
So once you click on save at the top here, they will say, would you like to send email invitation to Google Calendar guests? You just say send, and
Okay.
it now say allow anyone with the link to access. So you want to allow anyone with the link to access, and the access you want to give them to be able to view or commenter to comment or to edit. You choose the access you want to give them depending on who you are giving access to. So you can leave it the way it is, then click on save events, and that is it. The meeting link has been created. Do you remember the date we created it? Now this is your calendar.
Okay.
Do you remember the date we created it? Okay.
June from June 1st to September.
Okay, so you can see now from June 1st to October, for instance. This is it. So you can see how you can see the calendar from my Google Calendar. You can see all of them has been marked. But then you can specify the exact time you want depending on the purpose. So with this, you can as well delete this event. So this event can delete recurring events, this and following events. All events can decide to delete all of them. Would you like to send cancellation email? So if you have cancelled the email, or you don't want to hold a section with them for a particular reason, you can say that sorry, we will have to meet another day. Just very simple. And once you send this, you yourself will get a notification. I don't know if you have gotten any notification from your email. You can confirm that. The first one will be you've been invited. The other one will be the this thing has been cancelled. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is how to create meeting links. But remember, with this my personal email, the maximum hour you can have is 1 hour. But if you notice, I've been using this EO Prestige email because it is a domain, it's a Google domain we bought and we paid for the subscription. So with that one, you have what you call Google Business Workspace, and with Google, with the Meet in there, you can do unlimited number of calls. And I think that is all. Are you still here?
Okay.
Then I will just go back to I'll go back to this particular call, and I will stop sharing. Then what I will do is I will share a particular window. I will share a particular window for this particular call just to explain how to use the Google Meet itself.
Okay.
So I know on the phone is a bit different from what it is on the laptop. I will see if I can also try
Yes.
to explain that. Where's my share button again? Share. Trying to know which particular one am I even sharing. Okay. Um, I can see myself plenty inside. So I'm wondering the best way to. I'm wondering the best way to demonstrate this. Um, can you still see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what will happen real quick? I'll create another link and join, but my video might be turned off because to tell me that I'm already on a particular call. So I'll just create another link. Um, so in few minutes I'll still walk through again. Let's say testing. Then
Okay.
this time that is there, it's okay. Let's just leave it like that. Then I'll just click on. Sorry about that. I'll click on save. So this is it here. So I will join,
Okay.
and other way to join anyway. Okay, are you still here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. Now I was thinking I would be having issue because I can see myself in two different places, but I'm glad the thing is working the way it should. So now that we've created the link, the other thing is how to now use the Google Meet. If you are logged on the computer, then you know that this is where you turn off the mic. This particular one is where you turn off the mic, and here is where you can turn on the video and turn it off. Because my video is off, I can turn it back on again. And
Yes.
here you see where they say share screen. If you click on the share screen, you can see Microsoft Edge tab, where any of the Microsoft any of the web browser you've opened, you can actually see them and choose anyone to share. Then the window here is any of the apps you've opened. You can share any of them. Then if you choose, you can share your entire screen. You can see I have two screens because one is on my desktop and the other one is on my desktop and my laptop. So you choose the one you want to share and click share, and that is how you share the screen. Then moving from there, here is the emojis. Just this is a thumbs up. Just the normal way you would usually interact with your WhatsApps and other social media. These are the emojis you could use, and perhaps you can also change the color of the emojis. Then here is the caption. If you want, when you are talking, for the things you say to be written in English, you turn it on as you are. As I am talking, you can see that there is already a caption going on writing what I'm saying. So which is quite good. Sometimes people sometimes prefer to read. You can let me turn off your mic so that the cracking won't be too much. All right, some people can, yeah, you can see all I'm saying. Everything is just writing blah 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 blah, and that's it. So I'll turn that off, and here is where you say raise your hand. You get to raise your hand here most times, for such kind of webinar where such kind of lecture where students also need to interact. So if everybody is talking at the same time, that may be an issue. So using this button here, you can use that to raise your hand, and you can use that to drop your hand down. So this more button here, uh, where you can add background, you can see where it says change layout of how you want this to appear. But all those ones are more of settings. So um, the major things, when you look at the other side, which is towards the left, right, towards the right, you see where they say meeting ID. If you click on this meeting ID, you get to see the meeting ID. In case somebody is not on the call and you want to share the link with them, you can use that to get the link. Then the next one is the people. You get to see how many people are on the call. You can get to add more people from here. You click on this add, you put in their email and all that, and that would send. Then the next stop is something very important where people can get to type in messages inside the call. So if you 2 seconds, if you click on that, you can see in here you can get to type your messages and say thanks, or if you have any question to ask, you can always use that avenue to type in messages. And these other ones here are some add-ons for live streaming. You can do live streaming with that. But for the sake of this, sometimes you might need some premium subscription for all these things. Then here as well is also important for the host control. So you can see for the host control, you can get to control what happens. If you don't want people to be the one turning on the mic, you want to be the one to manage who share their screen and who does that and who doesn't does that. My English, they laugh me. Anyway, you get to set up all those things in here. You see this one is trusted. That means for anyone to join this call, you need to give them permissions to. But when you leave it open, it means anybody can join. Once they have the link, they click it, it automatically and log them in. So for those kind of lecture, it will be good to put it as trusted, meaning for anyone to join the call, you need to give them permission, because sometimes students could be fun, they could just share the link to their friends, people that are not even part of the anyway. But sometimes you except you know who your students are, and that would be when you did not add them initially as guests. Now once anybody have the link, if it is open, they can join the call. But if it is trusted, they can't join. You have to give them permission to join. And I think with this viewpoint of mine, we can now come to a valid conclusion that this is basically how to use Google Meet. I don't know if you have any question before we round it up.
No,
Okay, so
no, I'm okay.
it's crystal clear,
Then,
right?
yes, the only question I may have now is that how do you record this session now that you are doing?
Okay, there is another tools we are using recording called what is it called again? What is the name of the tools called? The name of the tools is not this particular one.
Okay.
There are many recording tools. We have the screen recording as well, but just to mention,
Okay.
on Teams call you can record the calls, but on Google Meet I'm not particularly sure if there's anywhere you can record. So it's another
Okay.
tools I am using in recording this particular
Oh,
section,
okay.
which I will tell you about it. I will tell you
Okay.
about it as well. I'm trying to remember the name. It's just funny
Okay.
that I can't. Okay, Easy Us Rex Experts. Yeah, Easy Us Rex Experts.
Okay.
But there are many other tools you can use in recording as well, and the likes of CapCut and so many others as well. Just that sometimes some of them you have a kind of time limit to what you can record. So you need to
What you can
figure
record.
out the ones that might be free, and so you might have to pay little money to to get the full flexibility of things to do on it. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Is there another question again? No.
No, none for now, sir.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate. And I believe
Thank you, sir.
with this you'll be able to create meeting links as much as you can. So the good thing is if you are using the free
Yes.
version for creating meeting link, and the section you want to hold exceed more than 1 hour, after 1 hour it will end. So what they need to do is to rejoin the call again. All right. Once the one
Okay.
hour ends, it's just to rejoin
Okay.
the call again. So that's what happens with that. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.